The Capital Maharaja Group held a series of events to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, culminating in a main event today at Stein Studios. Chairman and Managing Director of CMG Sashi Rajamahendran highlighted the dire consequences of a world devoid of universal human rights.
In this globalized world we all inhabit, there's hardly any field of human endeavor that remains untouched by human rights. The degree of influence may vary for each field. Some have been highly impacted, others less so, but they are all invariably affected. This indeed is another aspect of the universality of human rights. This functional aspect of universality lies essentially in its ability and reach in the manner it connects all persons of all walks of life at all times. In the face of a multitude of challenges that human rights are currently grappling with, it is crucial to engage in this profound contemplation regarding a world where these rights no longer exist. This scenario paints a grim picture. In such a world, the fundamental principles that underpin human dignity, freedom, and equality would be systematically dismantled. Without human rights, the safeguarding of individual liberties and personal freedoms would become a relic of the past. People would find themselves exposed to the perils of unchecked power as oppressive regimes and discriminatory practices would run rampant. The rule of law, a cornerstone of any civilized society, would crumble under the weight of authoritarianism, leading to chaos, uncertainty, and a breakdown of social order. The absence of human rights would deal a severe blow to social progress and justice. Internationally, we are all in for challenging times in the days and months ahead. They may be stressful, and they may often test our sanity and harmony. But these are times we must remain positive. These are times we must act pragmatically.
Group Director of CMG Siobhan Daniel spoke at the event, emphasizing the importance of human rights in today's world.
We are here today to be a voice for the voiceless. Today is not just a day on a calendar. It is a day that marks the victory of humanity over tyranny. That's what makes the 75th anniversary of the Declaration of Universal Human Rights, which happens to coincide with UN Human Rights Day, so important to you and I.
The program also featured a message from United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk.
75 years ago, something remarkable happened on the global stage. The world united to adopt the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Now, more than ever, it's time for human rights. Join us as part of Human Rights 75 to help ensure that every person can live in peace and dignity.
The event featured the final round of a series of trilingual inter-university debates on human rights hosted by the Capital Maharaja Group in the run-up to the 75th anniversary of the UDHR.
Each state has the prime responsibility and duty to protect, promote and implement all human rights and fundamental freedoms. We believe a state-centric approach where legislature executive has a major say in decision-making will disrupt separation of power.
And firstly, the United Nations is a collection of states, right? That is essentially what the argument was there.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me just give you a small insight. PTA.
The previous programs, titled 75 Days to Celebrate UDHR 75, ran from the 28th of September to the 10th of December and included workshops, educational programs, public awareness campaigns, tree planting campaigns and programs to empower women. Students representing both state and private sector universities took part in the debates. Cultural performances were also part of today's program. Group Director and CEO Sunil Kanodia reaffirmed the CMG's commitment to human rights through the ongoing initiatives.
So today is meeting of minds, united by a shared goal. That goal is to strive to redouble our efforts towards the advancement of human rights and fundamental freedom at the service of all nations and people. In these troubled times, the Secretary General stresses humanity has a choice. The path to peace is ours to take. Our program today is modest contribution to this global campaign for revalidating and recalibrating the fundamental edifice of universal values of equality, freedom, and justice, enshrined in the Declaration and the international human rights treaties. Through this multifaceted event, which is the culmination of a series of human rights-centered activities, including inter-university debates, we, the Capital Maharaja organization, provide a platform for all of us today to reiterate the imperative of human rights to humanity.
The champions, who showcased exceptional talent and passion for promoting human rights, were awarded for their exceptional performance and thought-provoking discussions on critical human rights issues.
Wherever human beings may suffer, stand up and speak with vigor.